Traveling the world brings us face to face with different cultures. These encounters can be enriching. They can also be confusing. What is considered polite in one country might be rude in another. A recent survey highlights how tourists perceive rudeness in different nationalities. Let's delve into these perceptions, remembering they are subjective and often based on cultural misunderstandings. Tourists often form opinions about locals based on limited interactions. These opinions can be influenced by language barriers, unfamiliar customs, and personal biases. It's important to remember that what one person perceives as rude might simply be a different way of communicating or interacting. The survey revealed some interesting and perhaps surprising results. French people topped the list, with 71% of tourists perceiving them as rude. Germans followed closely behind at 63%. Russians, Americans, and Chinese rounded out the top 5. Spaniards, Italians, Turks, Greeks, and surprisingly, the British also made the list. It's important to note that the survey didn't specify whether these perceptions were based on interactions in tourist areas or more broadly. Tourist hotspots can be stressful for locals, who often deal with crowds, language barriers, and cultural differences on a daily basis. Many of these perceptions stem from cultural differences in communication styles. For instance, cultures like France and Germany value direct communication, which can be perceived as blunt or even rude by those from cultures that favor indirectness. Similarly, cultural norms around personal space, queuing, and tipping can vary widely, leading to misunderstandings and negative perceptions. Media portrayals also play a role in shaping our perceptions of other cultures. Stereotypical depictions of nationalities in movies, TV shows, and even news can reinforce biases and create unrealistic expectations. It's important to remember that these portrayals are often exaggerated for entertainment value and don't reflect the diversity and complexity of real cultures. So how can travelers navigate these cultural differences and have more positive experiences? The key is cultural sensitivity and a willingness to learn. Before you travel, do some research on local customs and etiquette. Learn a few basic phrases in the local language. This shows respect and can go a long way in breaking down barriers. When interacting with locals, be mindful of your tone and body language. Remember that smiles and gestures can be universally understood. If you're unsure about something, don't be afraid to ask. Most people appreciate it when you show a genuine interest in their culture. By embracing cultural differences with an open mind and a sense of humor, you can turn potential misunderstandings into opportunities for connection and cross-cultural learning. Remember, travel is about more than just seeing new places. It's about connecting with people from all walks of life. Leave a comment about places you've been or would love to go to. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.